Hey there, this is Jessica from JewelryTutorialHQ.com and Bespangled Jewelry. I'm going to teach you how to make this pendant today. It's got a neat wire-wrapped spiral bail. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy. Let me show you. As always, I will have a list of supplies and materials needed for this project linked in the comments. I'm using a focal bead that is top drilled, which means that the drill goes through at the top from side to side. You could actually use a bead that is drilled from front to back. It's the same technique. I'm starting with 12 inches of 24 gauge wire. This is copper. You can use your choice of material. Insert the wire through the bead, leaving 2 inches on one side, and then fold both sides up and across the top of the bead, just like this, so that they're as close as possible to the bead. Then take the longer end of the wire, find the midpoint where it meets the top of the bead, and make a little bend in it. I'm going to use my flat nose pliers to sharpen that bend right there. And you want that long wire pointing directly up, so you have a 90-degree angle between your short wire and your long wire. Now we twist the short wire around the longer wire, and with a large bead like this, it's actually sometimes easier to twist the bead instead of the wire, but you can do it either way. Wrap your wire around 2 to 3 times and then snip off the extra wire using the back edge of your flush cutters as close as you can. And if there is a little piece sticking out, like there usually is, you can take your flat nose pliers and just squeeze that end down. Now use your flat nose pliers again to make a 90-degree bend in that wire close to the coils, just like this. I'm bending mine towards the front of the bead. And these are Weber's large round mandrel pliers. I'm using the smaller side to wrap the wire around. If you don't have these pliers, you can also use a mandrel that's about 1/4 of an inch in diameter. The pliers make it a lot easier because you can hold the wire in place as you wrap. You see I have 2 coils. The one I just wrapped around is loose. I'm going to make a 3rd coil by going behind the first 2 before I come back over the top of the pliers again. Now the final step to finish off this part of the bail is to come down and back across behind the work again. So I finished the coil on the right side and I'm bringing the wire back and to the left before I wrap around the base about 4 to 5 times. So now I have about 4 to 5 inches of wire left, which is going to be perfect for our spiral. But first, you need to secure these loose part of the coils here. So I'm taking the end of the wire, going through the bail, and then pull it tight and down on the other side. And that's going to hold those in place. We're ready to make the spiral. At the very end of the wire, as close as you can to the very end of your round nose plier. So you just want to make the tiniest little loop in the end. That's going to be the center of our spiral. Now I'm taking my flat nose pliers, grabbing that loop, and using my finger to pull the wire around. Now it's important to release your pliers, let go each time, and reposition, and let go and reposition as you form the spiral. Just making tiny little movements, just working a little bit of the wire at a time. It's going to help you get a nice tight spiral. And it looks like we're about halfway. This is what it looks like. I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead because I think you get the point. Okay, thanks to the magic of video editing, we're done with our spiral. And the last step is to just put it in place. So bend it over just a little bit to one side, and then grab your flat nose pliers and make a bend to try and center it over the front of the bead. You just keep playing with it until you get it in a spot you like. And that's it. I hope you had fun with me today. Be sure to check out the notes section. I've got links to where you can find not only the materials for this project, but some other tips on wire wrapping and wire wrapping different shaped beads that you'll find helpful. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. See you next time.